All right, I think we are live. All right, I think we. And I know because I can hear myself twice. Let's go here. Pause that.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that 60 FPS gameplay of Three
All
Houses?
right, I'm back.
Yes, it is, sir. 100% 60 FPS.
Are we live
Police,
already?
police,
Yes,
that
sir.
guy right there. That guy right there, guys.
Sir.
He's running
The
it at
Switch
60
2,
FPS.
the Switch 2 version already came out. I don't know what you're talking about. So.
My Switch 2 version don't look like that.
Oh my god.
He must be in the beta.
Early beta, early alpha build. All right.
Hey, wait, you even got a Switch 2 yet?
Probably. You know.
Probably is crazy.
Oh man, I got one of the trucks came by. I saw one of the Switch 2 trucks, and something must have happened.
The ones that got that's got Captain Falcon driving them.
Yeah. They got that new. They got those new test kits out there. We got them. Yeah, like or bro said, dev kit. Let's go. Dev unit. All right, let me see. Make sure everything's running good. Everything's muted. All right, guys, we got some stuff to talk about today. Hopefully, I don't keep you guys for too long. I still want to give you guys some of your Sunday, except for Q. It's like already freaking Monday on his end, probably.
Not Monday on my end. It's Sunday still. It's just Sunday night. And I don't need to worry because I don't have work tomorrow, so that's great.
Oh, you lucky on that one.
Yep.
Go out and work. So, Q, I heard you paid that bet in full.
You know it is.
I haven't heard Riku once. Is he still napping?
Hi.
Hello, Michael.
Polishing
How are
his
you, Michael?
GPD with 5,000 or whatever he's got now.
Did you take your nap? Because I'm gonna need the energy that you be messaging me with throughout the week, man.
Oh,
Come
brother.
on, where's that energy at, man? I want to
what do you got?
No, I want to hear that energy. Yo, should I tell him? I don't know. I'm not gonna tell him, but like you be having different energy during the week. I don't know what's going on there. All right.
I really don't think I want to know.
Crazy out of context.
This man be having all the energy in the world on a random Wednesday. Then all of a sudden Sunday comes along. It's like, why do I have to come here today?
I've got energy, Shadow. I've got so much energy. I almost kicked a guy out of my store today. It was awesome.
Why'd you always kick about?
Look, what people don't understand is I'm not going to accept your clearly fake Pokemon card and give you credit for it, bruh. Shove it up your ass. Anyway, look at all these lovely, people in the chat. We got Ace Breaker in the chat, not so lovely. Night Fury, hello Night Fury. Night Fury sent me a furry Mugen hippo fat butt brawler, and very interesting, very interesting. Night Fury, how you doing, brother? Welcome in. 60 FPS. Three Houses is still scaring me. This is very pretty jarring.
It's pretty average, I hope they get the help. Shouldn't they be doing that next? Like, what's going on with the rest of the Switch 2 stuff?
It's really dart at a board which games get Switch 2 editions.
Jesus Christ.
I don't get why you need to have editions. They should just release a patch that automatically turns it on every game.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Sony kind of set this precedent from PS4 to PS5 with all these paying for patches.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, how much are Sony patches? Like $10 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
They changed. Some of them were like 20. Some of them were. It's variable.
I'm telling you, these companies, man, they just getting all types of greedy. It's like when do these companies have enough money and when are the shareholders just satisfied? Like come on, bro.
Never satisfied, man.
Like, do y'all really have to keep doing this? Do y'all have to keep doing all the bullshit you're doing with DLC? Hell, outside of gaming with shrinkflation? Like, come on, man. When are y'all ever going to?
As Q said, shareholders don't know the meaning of the word satisfaction.
Jesus, man.
The numbers got to go up.
Numbers need to go higher. It's like, bro, does it really? Like once you have like $10 million, why do you need more? Like, what's it for? Like, what are you doing?
I mean, just look at the multi-millionaires and billionaires in the world. You ever hear any of them say, "No, I don't want to make more money"? They're like, "Nope, I will keep all my money, put it in, not pay any taxes on it, and try to make more money." That's basically what they do.
The worst thing is
More money
these major companies where they just like layoffs
Don't
is
pay
just
tax.
part of the yearly structure now.
Yep, they got robots now. They don't need people. Robots do the work and they don't pay taxes.
Like, they don't even care. Like these people, they let people go, and it's like, oh, we're not gonna replace them at all. We're just like whoever's left is just gonna have to pick up double the work or triple the work. They don't want to replace them at all.
What makes me what I wonder is like, who do they expect to buy shit from them if everyone's not working? You know, like who's gonna buy the shit? No one's gonna have money to buy shit.
It's gotta get to a point where you either have money, you either be rich or you're broke. That's all there is.
That's basically we're at that point already.
Yeah,
Either rich or you're broke.
Because God knows I'm trying to do some things, and it's just like, oh. I remember looking at an apartment the other day. They were like, oh, we require 40 times the rent. You said 40 times the
Times?
rent? Like,
Times? Wow.
What do you mean 40?
It's like you got to like your yearly salary's got to be 40 times the rent.
That's just
What?
silly. Then why would I live here then?
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane.
I wouldn't be living here most likely. Like what? You want rich people?
Sounds like one of those.
It's not even a great.
HOA.
It's not even a great building anyway. Like that building was built in like the 80s or something like that. It's not even new. Like they label it as luxury. That's what they do. But when I heard 40 times the rent, I was like, bro, stop. Get out of my face.
40 times the rent. Robbery without a gun. That's basically what it is.
Like you basically want people
It's
making
like,
like $100K easily to be able to afford that.
Pay my mortgage. That's basically it. The world sucks, but it is what it is. At least we have.
I never understood that whole like I need to know how much you make to rent this. Okay, that's fine. I make this right now, but if I quit my job next week, what are you gonna do?
That's exactly what it is. I'm like, yo, what if I lose my job tomorrow?
It ain't none of your damn business. Respectfully.
Like you can know how much I make. I'll give you like 2 pay stubs and whatnot. But like, what's the difference if I lose my job tomorrow? Like, what are you gonna do?
Pay the rent. Are there laws to prevent landlords from kicking people out if they can't pay the rent in the UK? Sorry, in the US, or
nah, they kick you
they
right
just
out.
kick you out.
They
There's
kick you out.
in Canada, there's a crazy amount of laws. Basically, you can't evict anyone from like I think it's November to March. You can't evict anybody.
Oh shit! So you can just not pay your rent between that time.
It's specifically during winter months.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So
Yeah, that'd be
no
pretty.
rent pay.
That'd be pretty bad. Yeah.
But I don't know, some landlords will just like move your shit out and then change the locks anyway. So
I think that's a little bit humane, because I was talking about like what was like 2 weeks ago, man. It was like the coldest ever here on the East Coast, and I was just like, how do homeless people even do it? Like, how do
homeless people be homeless, man?
Homeless people are built different. That's the thing. You gotta understand, they're built different. They could survive anything.
That's ridiculous.
I've seen homeless people drink from dirty drains and be all fine, looking strong like Hulk. And if I drank anything from there, I'll die. Like in the morning, I'll just be dead.
Lord.
I'll pick up every disease in the world and just die. But a homeless person, they'll drink from a dirty drain. They're strong. That's it. They're built different.
All right, let's get this party started. Welcome everybody to HPMP, the JRPG podcast, episode 119. We are on podcast services across the internet, so if you're on your device or whatever podcast you are on, service that you are on, we're on there. All right, guys, we got quite a bit to talk about. I'm going to try to make this quick, but I don't think that's going to happen. Depends on how interested we are about some of the latter half of the topics. We'll go over some of the RPG-related stuff first, and then we'll get to the general gaming stuff later. Let's start off with the intros. Ba, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another HPMP. Hope you guys are doing well. I haven't seen you guys in even longer since I missed the last episode. I'm sure you kept these bozos in line.
Lord. What do you eat?
Did Bao miss the last episode? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think it was here.
Just probably wasn't paying attention.
All right. Yeah, Bob. What are you eating? What'd you grab?
What about eating?
Yeah.
Leftovers from yesterday. Rice, chicken stew, or stewed chicken, I should say. So like chicken, broccoli, carrots, etc.
Okay. Making me a little hungry.
Did you make this yourself or did you buy this from the shop?
Huh? How can you buy stewed chicken? What?
I don't know. I don't know what goes on over there. I gotta ask. That's how I find out things.
It was made.
Good.
All right, Q, go ahead.
Ah, it's I, your husband of dreams. We are here for them waifus and all that kind of good stuff. Let's get going. You know, there's not much else to say. Let's just get going.
All right, Riku.
Riku's one, the only one here today. We got that low energy, just the
Nigga, what you
way
mean low
Shadow
energy,
likes
bro?
it.
I'm gonna need you to come
You
with
know,
that.
I just-
What is this, bro? I should show y'all the DMs this man be sending me, all right? With all the energy in the world. Like I said, a random Wednesday, he be all having all the energy, and then all of a sudden, this podcast, I'm like, oh, man, let me tell you something. Life be life.
Look. This is what happens when it's a weekend and you have the time to sleep when you want to. Hey, I got something to tell you guys, okay? If you're looking for a good melatonin intake, all you gotta do is watch one full episode of Free Ren, and you will be knocked the
Oh
fuck
my
out,
God.
okay?
No, don't be disrespecting my
Okay,
free run like that, all right?
That's what we do, okay? That's why your boy's all drowsy. Just woke up
Oh
from
my
a good
God.
ass nap. It's because they're Free Ren. How's
Oh
everybody
my
doing?
God.
My boy Riku don't watch Free Run. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, I'm on episode 7.
I'm not
No
gonna lie
way.
though, like the
I
last
thought you dropped it
episode,
ages ago.
the last episode of Free
No, I
Run was
watched-
like really boring even to me. I was like, what's going on here?
I watched like one episode of Free Run a month, Blake. You gotta understand that. I can't. That's how much.
I thought you would. I thought you just dropped it because you said it was slop.
Oh my
It
God.
is slopped.
So why
Yo,
are you still
shut-
watching
shut-
it?
Yo, watch your
What type
goddamn
of
mouth.
slop
all
is
right?
free run?
I'm really trying to see what the peak is about. And it was like,
It's
you're only
completely
7 episodes in. You really haven't seen anything yet. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna watch it at my pace then. So one episode a month.
You're fucking disgraced. I
episode
can't believe you.
I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Chat,
I'm
would
just
y'all
being
tell this man how good free run is? Because I'm just like I can't, man.
I don't even know what free rent is. What is that?
I didn't
No, it's
love
not.
free run, but I didn't think it was bad. I was kind of middle. I was okay from what I saw.
Oh my
It's
God.
mid. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not. It's not mid.
Strong
Okay,
6.5
it's
out of
freaking
10.
superb. Okay, it's amazing. You guys are
These guys,
insane.
though.
Actually insane. My God. All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
see,
have
we
to-
got one comment. It's mid. Let's see. He knows what the
all
fuck
right,
going on.
all right.
Shout out to them.
That person about to
Yeah.
get banned. I'm getting tired
Lord?
of this. All right, we don't disrespect free run around these parts. 7.5. Yo, hey, that's ace. You know what? I shouldn't be surprised. I
That's
can't
generous.
believe this, man.
That's generous. 7, pretty generous.
Oh my God, you guys terrible. Blake, I think you got an intro to
Exactly.
do. Go ahead. Let's
It
let
is
Riku.
that time. What's going on, guys? It is me, Westtown HT, locked in with a. No, I'm not going to say that. We are locked in the stream today, chat. We got some cool stuff to talk about. I've never seen Freerun, but you know what? It looks like a pretty show. It looks like a show that exists on the internet.
It's good. Just don't be expecting shonen JJK slop, okay? You know. All right.
Barely be watching anime these days anyway.
All right.
You're knocking at JoJo's out. That's what we doing.
It's true.
All right, guys. You know me, Mr. JRPG Shadow. I want to ask you guys in the chat, if you guys, I haven't really made videos on the latest stuff, especially the stuff that we're about to talk about. So, I'm thinking maybe after the podcast, I might record a couple of videos just for the sake of it, so we can talk about the new stuff that's been going on, because a lot of stuff has been going on, and though it's not really all that related to JRPGs, I might talk about it anyway because it's pretty important to gaming in general. But yeah, let's start off with of course with what we're playing. I gotta be honest, I haven't really been playing too much. It's weird because Expedition 33 I should have been playing, but unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with it, but my PC is not handling it flawlessly, which I don't understand. It's like I'm getting freaking 60 FPS when I should be getting like at least 90. And for some reason, no matter how much I try to tweak the settings, it never goes above 60. So it's a little bit weird. I've been trying to play Stellar Blade, get that to work, but for some reason, I think it went through an update and it just does not work for me anymore. Every time I start it, it just crashes. And if anybody has a solution for that, yeah, that's not working on my PC. It's weird. I even did a clean install on a completely separate SSD, and it's still just crashing for some reason. I think I could play it, but I think there's a mods menu that's not showing up. And I'm like, well, if I can't play with the mods, what's really the point here?
Oh, so that's why. Because I'm just thinking, like, my copy seems fine. So
the mods ain't even half.
Why are you playing mods on a first playthrough?
Well, again, like the point of like one of the reasons I like Stellar Blade is because Eve and the many outfits that you could put her in. So I figured,
oh my God,
put her in a bunch of different outfits.
And you don't want the progression of unlocking them. You just want them all.
Yeah, I just want them all. Yeah. I think I even did that with my
patience. If you can get the progression.
You're playing it wrong.
You don't want to start. It's like starting a Pokemon game with a Mewtwo, bro. Just
no, it's not. It's completely not like that. It's like starting a Pokemon game with all the customizations, all the clothing customizations.
No, the satisfaction of finding different outfits for her,
exactly,
and putting them on after you found all the stuff.
And if you have all of them, you're not going to change them. You're just going to pick one and stay in that outfit the whole game.
No. When I was playing it earlier, I was switching outfits. Like crazy.
So why are you starting up Stellar Blade and you still haven't played Expedition 33?
I just told you why I can't play Expedition 33. It's not running right on my rig. I don't know why.
It's running at 60 frames and not 150. This is how
basically
this is wild.
I'm like, why it's not
You definitely do not want 120 frames on that game. You will not be able to parry anything.
Is it more frames better for parrying?
No, it's worse.
Is it?
Because your window will be significantly smaller the more frames you have.
Okay, but it's still not running right.
30 FPS makes parrying super easy.
Ew.
It's just 30 FPS because it's much slower. But 120 makes parrying very, very tricky.
I'm gonna try it again after the podcast, see if it works. But what's everybody else playing?
Me, I'm supposed to be, playing eFootball to rank up. There's an esports thing supposed to be going on, but I've been terrible at the game.
God.
I've been busy with life admin, and it's been hard. I've also been playing what's this game called? Astrobot on the PlayStation 5. I've been loving that. That's actually pretty sick. I wish it was on PC though, because I can play it on my Steam Deck. But
is that the latest one, or was that the first one?
That's the new one. Astrobot is the new one, isn't it?
Astrobot.
Astro's Playroom, I think, was the first. Yeah. So I've been playing Astrobot. It's been so nice because. Astrobot is cool. So I've been enjoying that. It's reminding me of like classic platformers I played back in the day. Like your classic Mario and all that kind of stuff. It feels like that. So yeah, I've been enjoying that.
All right, Blake, what are you playing?
What am I playing? So I'm trying to remember, when was our last podcast? It was 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. Did I already talk about Beyond the Horizon? I finally finished it. Everybody should go play that game. It's worth it. I finished that. What am I playing now? I'm still trying to finish Path of Radiance. I think I'm like 24 stages in. I think there's 30 roughly, so I'm almost there. And then after that, I've got. I just finished I played a Castlevania game as well. I played a Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. That was pretty fun. I'm just waiting at this point for Resident Evil's the end of this week. We are excited. We've also got Pokopia coming up after that. I'm also very excited for that. And then Monster Hunter Stories 3 the week after, and then Crimson Desert the week after that. So for the next month, there's going to be a game I'm interested in drop every week. We'll see if I get to play all of them.
All right. That's one of the other things like when I was playing Path of Radiance for a little bit there, wasn't really taking it seriously because I didn't know if I wanted to start it. But the early Fire Emblem games really restrict you on the experience. It's like I can't really level up who I want. I gotta pick these particular people.
So Path of Radiance, the game that gives you bonus XP.
The bonus XP? Maybe he didn't get that
that's
far.
That's another thing. If you have to as far as I understand it, you have to finish the map as fast as you can to get extra bonus experience. And I'm just like, I want to take my time with this. Like, why do I have to rush throughout the map so I can get this bonus experience?
It's incentive to play.
Is it required? Like how high does your
It's literally just that bonus CXP.
Like, how high does your units have to be in order?
They don't have to be high at all.
You
It's
just
just a
play the
Fire
game
Emblem.
normally.
These games are not that hard.
Okay.
They just don't give
Like,
you
Fire Emblem past the SNES era is not hard.
Past the NCS over. All right.
Yeah, I guess Genealogy is probably the last really hard one.
I guess it's that I can't like just freely battle. I guess I don't know. It's
Do you
weird.
want a world map? Is that what you're looking for?
I guess maybe. Or just
You
like
wanna
just
grind
a free
up super
battle.
high and then walk
Yeah,
over
like
everybody?
well, not like a nah. I hate doing that, but it's like I have to make sure that my units kill something. But then it's like you guys saying that the bonus XP should bring them up to speed. I don't know. I feel like I got.
Yeah, you'll have so much bonus EXP in this game that anyone can be leveled up. Like it's never really an issue.
Right,
Other games, it's an issue, but Path to Radiance definitely not.
All right.
Yeah, it's been pretty simple so far.
I got to the freaking jail level and I was just like, I'm not doing this in a particular way. I don't feel like not getting caught. Why am I stealthing? Hold on. We got some super chats here.
Got a super chat. Both super chats from T-Lynch. Didn't you play... Oh, hold on. Wait. There's a few. Let me scroll up. Imagine having 10 frames for gaming. Dude.
Yo, that's disgusting.
I think Shadow would rather like be buried alive in roaches. Yeah. Didn't you play Mega Man? I have been playing Mega Man, but I feel like I talked about that last stream. I could be wrong. I think I played one Mega Man game since the last stream, Mega Man 5. Yeah, they're all right. I mean, the NES era of Mega Man are all very samey, because I think they were all made in like 2 years. I think it was 2 Mega Man games a year practically at that point. But Shadow Elite, more like a Shadow skill issue. That's crazy.
Man,
that's wild.
Hate to see it, but it is what it is. Let's see if I can get back to it. Riku, are you sleepy? Where's the energy, Riku? What are you playing?
Riku's on one has not been playing anything since Beyond the Horizon.
Yeah, he's
still scarred by that fucking ending. That shit was crazy. Okay, I just been getting caught up with other forms of entertainment, like last week. Been reading a lot of books. Saying, when I do get back to gaming, I might start my second playthrough of Beyond Horizon, and then
Oh my god!
Get back to Wild Arms 2, because that's my side bitch game. I let get back into Wild Arms 2. Nothing really, not much going on in the gaming world for Riku's-san 1.
All right, we got another super chat.
A super chat from Lamar 2172 saying, "What show are you guys watching right now?" Well, I'm watching through JoJo's Part 6 Stone Ocean, catching up before Part 7 drops.
JoJo.
I am currently watching on Apple TV Plus Ted Lasso. Have you heard of it? Pretty good show.
Ooh, love Ted Lasso. Good stuff, Riku.
Yeah, Ted Lasso is definitely a Q show. No, it sounds like a cartoon. No,
I've been trying to get back to anime, so I finished Initial D season 1. I just got to Gachiakura.
How many episodes is Initial D? I remember having a decent amount.
24 is the first season.
Okay.
Second season's half that.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the show I've been watching. The show I've been watching, it's about an alien who comes to Earth and then he...
PT?
No.
Resident Alien?
Resident Alien, that's the one, yes.
It's on my to-watch list.
Yeah, it's so good. It's an hour-long watch every episode, so you kind of just one a day is enough. But, oh my god, it's good. It's peak. Really nice. Really nice. I can see where the series is going, but I'm enjoying it anyway. It's, maybe it's because, what's his face is in it? Tadaki. What's his name again? Something Tadaki. Can't remember his first name, but, anyone who's seen Firefly know who I'm talking about. You guys know Firefly was peak back in the day. Those of you who were around for that good stuff. The rest of you who
I always wanted to watch it. I heard it got canceled.
It got canceled, but it's so good. It is so good. It is worth watching, even though there's not more to come.
That's sad because I was one of those people that watched Heroes, and Heroes was going to become one of my favorite shows of all time until it got canceled and came back and turned to garbage. So I kind of stayed away from shows that did that. But maybe one day for Firefly.
I haven't been watching too much. Just keeping up with Free Run as it airs every Friday. I'm just waiting for Yo, shut your mouth. I'm just waiting for Invincible season 3. That's what I'm waiting for.
Bro, I gotta
Damn
catch back
straight.
up with
They're waiting
Invincible.
for
I'm
that for
excited for
some
that.
fucking goddamn peak, baby.
I need that back in my life. But the thing is, I
I never
gotta
watched
wait.
anything beyond season 1.
You haven't watched
It's gonna
anything.
be good.
Oh, man.
Speaking of, I'm gonna go and grab my.
Yeah, I need to catch up. I only watched season 1 of Invincible, and it was really good.
Bro, you gotta watch the rest, man. It's amazing. I need to. I think I'm just gonna like. I try to say that I'm just gonna wait for the episodes to air so I can just binge watch it, but it's like they air the first 3 episodes the first week, and then it's just like, oh man, they leave it on a cliffhanger, so you gotta come back next week. It's annoying as hell. We got another super chat.
Another super chat from T Lynch saying last donation, but Riku say did Riku say side bitch in video games? Riku's got a lot of side bitches. You gotta learn that about Riku. He's got a lot of side bitches.
Oh yeah, he's playing games off and on, playing games at his own pace.
Poor Wild Arms, bro. That thing
Right.
has been cucked to hell and back. That thing just keeps getting dropped and squatted.
But he's saying that's not technically dropping it. He's playing at his own pace, which is it's still a backlog if you ask me.
Which is molasses.
All right. What were we on? I don't even think. Bow, did we say what you were playing?
No, I'm mainly playing a bunch of side stuff while I wait for my big games of the year to come out. I just got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Technically yesterday.
Let's
So
go.
I found out there is a free-to-play version essentially of Master Duel that gives you everything without the gacha elements. So I've been really into that now.
How does that work?
It just gives it to you straight up. It's not official.
Do you
And,
just like?
don't tell Konami about it.
I was like, do you just like get a limited number of duels? Like you only play 10 games per day or something like that? That seems insane.
No, it has an
like
infinite amount of duels.
piracy.
It has online servers so you can play with humans if you don't want to do bots.
Yeah, okay.
So full game.
Nice.
I've also been playing other stuff like Rogue Trader, Warhammer, CRPG. I've been playing Warhammer, what's it called? Space Marine 2 with my friends. Playing a new game after this podcast, actually, with the homies. It's called Raging Golf, I think.
Is that
Or
Warhammer as well?
essentially,
Is that Warhammer as well? Region Golf.
no.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it's literally everyone golfs at the same time, but you have like guns and grenades and stuff to screw each other over. Very much looking forward to it. It's up to 8 players too, so it's going to be chaotic. Super Battle Golf. Thank you, Ace.
All right.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot.
All right. Let's talk about it real quick. It's coming out. I think like Blake says, it's coming out at the end of the week. It's Sunday, so it's coming out I think Friday. Resident Evil 9. Anyone in here getting it day one, or what's your Metacritic prediction, and will this be the best Resident Evil that has dropped since Resident Evil 2? Yeah, let's say Resident Evil 2.
What does 2 have?
Absolutely not.
What does 2
Yeah,
have?
stuff.
90 something?
I think so. Resident Evil 2 remake should be that high. Evil 2 remake meta. I think it's sitting at a 94. God damn. No way, it can't be a 94.
Yeah, I don't.
91. I'm sorry,
What,
91.
2 remake?
Yeah, 2 remake on the PS4 sits at 91 on
What is the highest? It's probably Resident Evil 4 on GameCube. What is the highest rated original release of a numbered Resident Evil game? Would it be
Chat
the
said
vanilla version?
RE4. RE4 is
RE4.
93 apparently.
Yeah, 93.
Okay.
RE4 remake.
RE4 remake or RE4 vanilla?
Remake I'm looking at has 93. Let me see.
Wonder what vanilla
Remake
has
and
them.
the vanilla have?
Let me see. Unless it's the same one. Oh, 05. Okay, so let me see. This one is sitting at a 96. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't think
Probably-
I
that's
don't
probably
think a
the
Resident Evil game is ever gonna fucking reach that score ever again.
Lord
the
have
highest.
mercy. Damn, that's ridiculous.
I feel like 9 is going to be. What did we say 2 was?
2 was like 91.
91. What about Village? Do we know what Village was?
Village.
That was more like an 8.
Village had to have been higher than 7. I swear to God, if they put 7 higher than 8.
Village is an 84.
Interesting.
Seems low. Yeah, see, Requiem is not passing an 86.
Damn, really?
You don't think Requiem's passing at 86?
I don't know. It's got a lot of 8 DNA in it. I could be wrong.
I could see it being. I could see. I don't. It's definitely a high 80s. I think it'll be a high 80s.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Redfield's
high
carried
80s
out
too.
So
Yeah.
Leon, but chat saying Leon bias. Okay, maybe it
Yeah.
is high 80s, I guess.
Yeah, Leon is gonna carry that fucking game. So I think high 80s. I'm not sure about 90s because I think the girl's gonna bring it down. But high 80s. Niggas love them some Leon. Between this like Metal Gear Solid 4 equivalent for Leon, old man Leon. Yeah, he's getting high 80s.
I'm not
All right,
gonna lie.
I'm ready
If
for
I
the
didn't,
franchise to burn.
if
Fucking-
Leon wasn't in this one, I wouldn't be interested at all.
They
They knew what they were doing. It's like putting Reen in Beyond the Horizon. They knew what the fuck was going on.
They made Resident Evil 8 an 84 and Resident Evil 7 86. Now I'm done with the franchise.
Damn.
None of these people can be trusted.
All right, I'm thinking it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm going with high 80s. I think it's gonna be good. I mean, like I've seen like snippets of gameplay from Leon because I was like, I don't want to see everything. Like, let me just play the game when it comes out. It looks pretty good. I was actually gonna pre-order it, but then I saw that $70 price tag, and I was like, I can't do it. I don't know, $70 for video games still hurts me, and still hurts my soul. I don't know why.
You don't want the pre-order bonus?
I don't know. No. Wait, what is the I gotta look at that later.
Oh, I got no clue. But
Yeah.
there's a pre-order bonus probably.
It has to be. Okay, that's Resident Evil coming out soon. Let's talk about the new Dot Hack game that RKO out of nowhere just came out. Not came out, was announced. I'm surprised. I thought Dot Hack was over and done with. I made peace with the fact that some games from certain eras, we're just not going to see them again. And I thought Dot Hack was one of them. And then they came out with Last Recode, which I think was just the GU games. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And even then, I don't think that one sold that much or got that much attention. And I thought, you know what? Dot Hack is just pretty much over and done with. But out of nowhere, a miracle, if you ask me. We got a new Dot Hack. It's called, I believe, Dot Hack. What's this one called?
And this one's supposed to be a reboot, right?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a technical reboot. I think it's set like 10 years in the future from the original series. Dot Hack Zero. That's why I was calling it Zero. Yeah. So they are fully development. I'm sorry.
A soft reboot prequel? Like, huh?
Oh yeah, that's what it could be. I mean, that's probably what they want to do because they want to reintroduce everybody back into the series. They don't want people to say, "Oh, do I have to play the first 1 through 4 volumes and then play the GU series in order to understand this new Zero thing?" So they probably just starting off with kinda a clean slate. So that would be the best strategy. We got a super chat.
We got a super chat from Evan Kurgand. Saying, Riku, which has the better ending, Xenoblade 2 or Beyond the Horizon? I don't think you need to ask Riku that question.
Yeah.
Also, Shadow, will there ever be a spoiler cast for Daybreak 1 and 2 or no, not anymore? At this point, I don't know, man. We going to have like a 12-hour Daybreak 1, 2 Beyond the Horizon. I don't know, man. Like,
Oh, our spoiler cast.
That's true. We're gonna have to have like Daybreak 1 to Beyond the Horizon on that one.
Alvard Saga.
I'll tell you what, if I can't get freaking Expedition 33 to work, I'll jump to Horizon.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if Tarks has started it yet. I know he was playing Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that. So
yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, I don't know if we're doing that Daybreak 1 and 2 spoiler cast anymore. Sorry about that, bro.
What?
On the topic of Dot Hack, we haven't talked about the biggest thing is that this is not Bandai Namco.
It's not Bandai
Yes, that
Namco?
is a big thing.
Isn't it CC2?
Oh, it's CyberConnect too.
Yeah, but isn't CyberConnect owned by Bandai?
No,
Are we sure?
I don't think they were.
I was going to say, I feel like everything CyberConnect has done outside of like 7 Remake in the beginning.
Well, okay, so technically it's published with the permission from Bandai Namco. So Bandai Namco didn't seem to want to do this, but CyberConnect 2 was like,
it's self-published.
We want to bring this back.
So I guess CyberConnect wanted to do it out of their own pocket. That's crazy.
Yeah, they also
regardless of all that, the point is that new devs. That's the main point.
Yeah. I think Bao, you got experience with Dot Hack games.
Indeed, I do. Big fan.
I will say the only thing
not
I
much
didn't
I
like.
can say about this just from that trailer, since it was CG, but exciting.
The only thing I didn't care about when I played Dot Hat games, I only played the GU games, one, 2, and 3. I remember it being a very button mashy experience, and I hope they'll learn from that. I mean, it's been like how many years? Almost more than a decade, probably way more than a decade at this point. That they won't make it too button mashy. I remember just like my thumb was just hurting, was sore, just hitting the freaking X button every 10 seconds. But that could be because I literally just went through the games one after the other. So, I was constantly playing the games. But yeah, I really enjoyed Dahat GU. I thought Hiseo back in the day was one of the coolest characters I ever seen. One of the coolest character designs. I was all like, "Oh man, I like this guy." And now looking at him, he
Is
looks
that the
like
guy
Sasuke.
from Project Cross Zone?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in Project Cross.
One of the guys from Project Cross.
Who is the? Oh, Hiseo's the white-haired guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the other one has
Kite is
what's his
blue?
name? Kite.
Kite.
yeah.
I dead ass the first time I looked at Hiseo, I thought to myself he just like looks identical to Alan Walker from D Grayman, but
Yeah, I could see that kind of.
Never thought about it, but yeah, I can see it.
So I think only Bao could ask this question too. So we know the Dot Hat games were silent for a while. We got last Recode, and now all of a sudden, a couple of years after the Recode, we're getting Dot Hack 0. Of course, people are like, "Oh man, I can't believe there's a new Dot Hack game! Oh, this is great! This is awesome!" Do we honestly think it's gonna make a splash when it actually releases? Like I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like people be hyping stuff up. People be hyping announcements up, and then when it comes to that first week of sales, ain't nobody showing up.
did they announce the price of this game yet?
What about the price?
No,
I feel like if it's like a
trailer.
budget like $50 game, I feel like that could help it.
I'd highly doubt that's gonna happen. It's likely
Yeah.
gonna be 60.
Yeah, or maybe even 70.
See, not 70? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said.
I don't know how I feel about CyberConnect.
Yeah, that's another thing too. CyberConnect, like, what's their best game that they ever? Aren't they? Don't they do like the Naruto games or something like that? The Ninja Storm games, or
That's
They
what
do.
they're
They also
known
did
for
Asura's
nowadays.
Wrath.
oh, they did.
Yeah, the one game I liked from them.
Holy shit! I didn't know they
Asura's
did
Wrath.
Asura's
Yeah,
Wrath.
wait, you didn't like the JoJo game they made? All-Star Battle?
No,
Wow.
I didn't like Eyes of Heaven either. I thought the premise was cool, but that's because Araki actually wrote the plot.
All the anime games they've made I've enjoyed. Or that I've played anyway. They also did Dragon Ball Kakarot.
Oh, they
This
did.
nigga loves him. Right.
Yep, my favorite Dragon Ball game.
I have to say, I've seen a lot on Kakarot, and I could see why you might like it. It looks really good. If I can get it
It's
for
like
cheap,
exploring anime worlds. There's just something about it, like running around and like the old Naruto games, being able to run around the Hidden Leaf Village. They did that in Ninja Storm 1 and 2, and I think 3, but just like the PS2 era, that kind of thing was way more common. I can't remember which Dragon Ball game it was, but I remember playing as Gohan and Krillin running around Namek and collecting stuff. And it's just a lot of games don't get that anymore.
So yeah, it's definitely self-published and funded. It's that's an interesting thing. Bandai Namco had no faith in this, and it was just like, all right, you guys want to put money out of your pockets, you go ahead. And if it's successful, we reaped all the benefits. So it's a win-win for us. We don't have to spend nothing, and if it fails, hell, we just know Dot Hack has just never had that kind of staying power, which is interesting because Dot Hack was the original stuck in the video game type thing when that was the biggest deal of the land back then. I did it before SAO, Sword Art Online, but I'm hoping this makes some type of splash. We gotta see some gameplay. They gave us a teaser trailer, but we definitely gotta see some gameplay, and I hope it makes some type of splash. We never see games from back in the day, or rarely ever see games from back in the day make a comeback like this. So let's hope. Well,
Not expecting crazy sales. So.
Like, do we think like a million within a year, maybe? I think that's generous.
No.
Damn.
A million's pretty.
Unless
pretty
they
good.
advertise the hell out of this and there's nothing coming out around it, no.
Well, did Digimon sell 1 million yet?
Pretty sure way past that.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
Yeah,
if
it
Digimon
says.
couldn't do it, and Digimon's got some type of market market viability, and
They marketed
Yeah.
they marketed Time Stranger
Yeah,
really
Time
well.
Stranger sold over 1 million within 2 months,
oh, okay, good. I'm about
making
to
it the
say.
fastest selling Digimon game in series history.
Okay. So time.
Hard to
Stranger-
say. I don't know. I think this will do better than the World Ends than Neo the World Ends with You. But,
Ah man, don't mention that.
Don't know how high the bar is on
mention
that.
I think their main issue would be making this appeal to newer fans. Because Dog Hat was already niche, and then everyone that was a fan is now 30, pushing 40.
That is true. And most of those people that 30 pushing 40, do they even play games anymore? Are they still in the gaming scene? So the pool is even smaller.
This is true.
So they gotta get new fans. So this one's what's the most popular genre out there now? Maybe they'll make it a Souls like.
Oh Lord.
Oh, brother.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, so those that don't know, Dot Hack essentially walks so that stuff like Log Horizon and Sword Art Online could run.
Yes, sir. Gold Horizon.
Those
You
are
mean
the people
the
they
you
need
mean
to
the
appeal to.
isekai genre? Oh God.
I mean, more specifically getting stuck in the game genre.
Yeah. Because that
It's
was a
another
thing for a
world.
while.
It's
It's a different. It's not the same.
no, it's good. It's
not the same. Nah.
it's definitely close enough.
All right, so I know Bao and I is day one. Anybody else gonna try this out, or we need to see some new gameplay?
Like Cyber
I have to see
Connect. So
some
I mean,
gameplay.
yeah, you know,
I have
if
to
it
see some-
If I get the free time before release, I may actually go through the old games again, honestly.
I
know
I
Lady
do
Public
that.
was a
refresher.
big dot hack stan. I know she was a big dot hack stan, so she probably
Yeah,
will be
she's
there.
excited for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend who was big into it. Like I said, I'm a little iffy on Cyber Connect. If I see some gameplay, maybe. And since everyone's saying that this should be a entry point, possibly, but
It
who
definitely
knows what may
should.
come
After
very
all this time,
back.
yeah, they definitely need to make it an entry and do entry friendly.
I hope the best for them. I hope they can bring the franchise back to wherever it was.
Yeah, where was it exactly? Just sitting there in
It's
the
crazy.
obscurity of niche.
I don't know.
That's all. Yeah, but like I said, people they announce things, people love it, and then all of a sudden there's no such support, which is crazy because you have to get new people into the series. You have to get people who are probably familiar with the series, but just like get the game day one. Meanwhile, you gotta tear them for whatever live service game they're playing, whatever gacha game they're playing, because those are probably the same people that will get it or potentially get it. It's weird. People playing Resident Evil 9 ain't gonna get dot hack. People getting I don't know the next latest stuff ain't really going for dot hack. So it's weird, man. I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm hoping for this is good because they got the passionate developers that wanted to fund it. Let's hope it works for them. We got a super show. We got a super chat.
We got a cranberry special with the $50 dues. Good to have another podcast so soon. Do you guys feel like an anime would help video game sales? You're talking about like an anime for Dot Hack? Did it have an anime?
It did have an anime.
That's-
Yeah.
That's how most people knew it first before the
I was
game.
gonna say,
Yeah, it probably would help for it to have an anime as well. I think it's always the same effect. Like a manga is fairly obscure, nobody knows about it, but as soon as the manga hits, and the anime hits, it booms in popularity. I know Kaiju number 8 was definitely one of them. Like I used to love Kaiju number 8. Well, I still do like Kaiju number 8, but then it got the anime, and then everybody started loving it, even though it's been around for like 5 years. So I think an anime would definitely help. Dot Hack do some sales, but
Like, Kaiju number 8 has a game.
it does.
I think Shadow said the manga.
Yeah, the manga.
Oh, they said the manga. I thought you were
I think
talking about
I'm-
the game. I was like, what?
I think
Yeah.
Cranberry's speaking in general, though, not just about dot hack. So I think in general, yeah, having an anime does help the
Yeah,
video game, but at the same time, it helps if the video game is actually good as well, because there
Yeah.
are some games that have anime, they're not good, so they just don't sell as well. I think there's this game that came out. What's it called? Is it Run to Pick Up Girl in the Dungeon or something like that? I think that the game that
Danmachi.
came out for that was not that good. It didn't really sell as well. So having a good game with a good anime behind it is good. I would love to know how the soul leveling game sold though, because apparently the game is decent and the anime is pretty good. So I'd love to know how that game sold.
Yeah, animes in general, especially like nowadays with social media, if you get a right moment in an anime, like 10 seconds of the anime could go viral, and then people
Oh
want to
yeah.
go see it and stuff like that. I've seen a whole bunch of anime with some questionable freaking clips, and then I go to watch it. I'm like, it's not that great. Just that clip was awesome. I've seen it a whole bunch of times on TikTok. But animes in
Is this
general
how you
do
pick
help.
your anime? Is this how you pick your anime, Shadow? Questionable clips?
It definitely gets me curious. It's definitely one way to market it. Absolutely. So it does work. We got another super chat.
Another super chat from Cranberry with $5 saying, "I'm sorry, I meant in this specific case because I and my friends knew the anime first, like Digimon."
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
like,
I think if they locked in, got a good anime adaptation down for Dot Hack to like revive it first and then release the game, I think it would help them.
yeah, they probably would
Yeah,
have.
I think everyone I know did get into Dot Hack because of the anime first.
So it's definitely like they. I don't think they have enough of the funds for that. They barely got probably the funds to make this new game. So I don't know if they got the funds to make an anime. If they do, it's going to be a clip show of freaking just still frames and panning shots that some
I call it the
animes
One
be
Punch
doing.
Man season 3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's going to be like that. That was horrible, but it could help. It could still help. Like an anime does. It does something. So. It's something that they probably should consider, like maybe a 1 or 2 episode, maybe a 3 episode anime, just to get people hyped for the new game coming out, and then everybody could do that. Yeah, that's probably a better idea, but they have to get a good budget for that. Like we said, don't get the One Punch Man season 3 studio to do that. Whoever did that, or that, I think that was a thing
But that
about
was
timing.
crazy. That was
Is that
JC
Madhouse?
staff. Crazy. That's the people that did prison school.
Yeah, it's a thing about timing. They
They, they're good. They're good for fan service. They're not good for, action. And One Punch Man needs action. A good animation studio for action, not just fan service.
get Madhouse back in it. We need Madhouse.
Yeah. They're too busy making your damn free rent.
Goat Ren, you mean, sir? Watch your mouth, all right?
Why is Madhouse making free run? Is there action in that show?
Yes, there is,
Little.
sir. It might
Not
be
enough. Not enough to
very-
warrant Madhouse.
Okay,
They should swap
that-
animation studios. JC staff should be doing free rent.
I ain't gonna lie, he's kind of right about that. But I love
that seems like such an overqualification.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Free Run does have action, but it didn't need
it's almost
Madhouse.
like making a remake studio do a games of service.
Oh man,
Oh man, we gonna talk about
we
that.
gotta talk about that. All right, but that's Dot Hat GU. Let's move on real quick. Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green recently, or it's coming out, I think Friday. It's coming to
Friday.
Nintendo Switch Online, which I believe this is just vanilla port of.
It's not. I don't think
Fire-
it's. I
It's
don't
not
think
on-
it's
it's not
online
on
though. I
Switch
think you can purchase the game outright. That's what I heard.
It is not included in the
Correct.
subscription.
Wait, didn't it? Wait, was Path
Nah,
of Radiance
it's
It was
included with
standalone
it?
releases. Correct.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, wait.
The exception is it's Pokemon.
Yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
I mean, people have been begging for the ability to buy games off NSO since it came out, so I think it's fine.
I heard, but I heard it was like $20, and people were just like $20 is still too much for this.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
$20 is too much apparently.
It is a
It
lot.
is too much.
Here in the UK, it's $60.99, which to me that's quite a lot to play for a game that I can play on a ROM. It's
But
like,
but do you guys think they could have priced it at 40 and it would still sell?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
They
They
should
can
have priced
put
it
it
at
at
10.
whatever they'd like.
10 would have been a perfect sweet spot for this. Not 20. 10 would have been where you'd be like, okay, cool, I could pick this up and not feel much of a hit from it. But
I think the
20 is too
$20
much.
argument falls apart when you look at other remasters that are one remasters, two is a collection of games, and they all sell for not nearly as much
yeah,
or slightly more, and you get a lot more out of your money for it. The issue with this is that they're literally giving you just ROMs
yeah,
that you
Yeah,
can get
that's it.
elsewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean,
The only
I would.
things that you're getting on official hardware, so that's kind of, and it's Pokemon.
Yeah, but you could work around that. I mean, I would say if it wasn't,
Oh.
if you are looking at this and you're thinking, I really want to play this, I would say straight up, just get a ROM and play it.
Yeah, I feel like
Other than that, there's
if you
no
were gonna play Pokemon, like you would have did it. But there are so many ways, and I don't want to get caught by Nintendo here, but there are so many ways you could have played this so long ago. Like, come on now, just because they're officially released it, you're gonna be like, oh, I want to play it now. That's a little bit ridiculous.
Also, before anyone brings up the argument about, oh, these games cost like 300 or whatever on the aftermarket, those are physical copies that usually have booklets, and once again, it's physical. This is once again a ROM that they were just putting on the Switch too.
Yeah.
You
It's not
don't
costing
own
them
this.
anything.
It's a digital game.
It's not costing Nintendo anything to put this on your system, and I would say this about digital games, about like what Bao was saying. I bought Pokemon Y digitally for the 3DS way back when it first came out, and then they ended the eShop service, and my son had accidentally, well, I shouldn't say accidentally, the kid deleted my game off the 3DS, and I tried re-downloading it, but it was gone. The eShop was gone. I couldn't have the access to that game anymore. It was gone. So the only way for me to ever actually have that game on my 3DS again is to pirate it, basically. That's the only way I'd ever be able to do it. And I officially purchased that game digitally.
If
on
you
the-
purchased it on the 3DS, you can still go onto your account and re-download it. The servers are still up for that.
I did not find the option to do so. Didn't find it. If it is there, then I'm then maybe I'm just I haven't checked properly. But
Clarify, Orbo, what you're saying about these games being physical in Japan. That's a code in a box. Which, if you care about a physical box to represent it, that's cool. But just know you're not getting a Switch game case in there.
So, can you use I think it's called Pokemon Bank with this one or not?
That's Pokemon Home. Yeah, and Home compatibility is coming later. Yep.
It's coming later.
later.
That's crazy. But yeah,
there are videos online of people doing like moving their Pokemon onto Home from older games and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's workarounds.
Okay. So $10 would have been the sweet spot for this. Do we think Nintendo did this just for some quick sales? Because it's like Nintendo has a whole bunch of games in their catalog that they can just release at any time.
Well, it's not up to Nintendo. It's the Pokemon Company's choice for these.
Oh yeah. It still could be
part of it though. Because we already have the spin-off Pokemon games on NSO. It's just not Nintendo's call for those
spin-off Pokemon games
specifically. So the Stadium games are on. The TCG game is on. Gale of Darkness and Coliseum are coming in the next little bit. So yeah, we have the spin-off games.
Okay. So Bao, Blake, I know you guys are the Pokemon people in here.
No.
Oh yeah.
They
Hell
won?
no.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Easy.
Seriously? But
you know how many devices I have that can play these games on? Why the hell would I give my money for this?
Just to have it on your Switch too. What you mean? Like
no. I can literally turn to my left and see 3 different devices that can run this with save states, better graphics, fast forward, connectability to any other game I want, including official Pokemon Home if I cared. Like, hell no, man. Unless you are technologically inept or you just that much of a fanboy, there is no reason for this.
Yeah. I the only people I would see who might potentially pick this up, and I say this is a hard might, people around the ages of like my kids, like, between, like if you're under the age of someone who played Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and
you say that, but these games are already top sellers on the eShop. Those people don't care.
Well,
really?
again,
it's pre-order, I guess. Holy crap! Oh my god!
Oh yeah,
yeah. Nintendo's probably kicking themselves in the face. They're probably like, we could have charged $30 for this, and people still would have got it.
They would have. I'm telling you.
What do you think the line would have been for people?
People see Pokemon and logic just goes out the window.
Just buy it.
You guys think it was $50? It would still be number one in the eShop.
Yep.
I think it would still. Again, you have to consider kids buy everything as well. Like, yes, they are the adults, but kids have money on their eShop accounts that their parents put on there, and then they just buy whatever they like. I'm sure if I put 50 quid on my son's eShop account and say, hey, like, just pick up something, he'll buy this. He'll straight up buy this. He wouldn't even question it.
God damn. Yeah, and some people just Jay Offer said some people just don't want to emulate, which is it's so easy, but like Bow said, people aren't technically savvy. I guess you could
You know
say.
what's funny? I don't know if Blake was there yesterday. I was in Discord with a friend. He was like, "Oh, I just don't know how to emulate GB games on my phone." And I said to someone else in chat, "All right, time me right now." It took me 22 seconds to give him the link for the download. And
Like,
you literally just download the game, load up the game, and you're good.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand this emulation is difficult or cumbersome or whatever argument.
I was playing. I think it was a couple of years back. I was playing Super Robot Titan Endless Frontier 2 on my phone. It was so easy to put it on there.
And GB is probably the easiest emulator, easiest platform to emulate. Like, I mean,
Probably DS.
you can
It
play GB on
is.
anything.
Yeah.
It can run on calculators. Not exaggerating.
That's insane. People need to get more tech savvy. But yeah, I do agree. If it was $50, it'd probably still sell. People would definitely be complaining about it, but it like the numbers won't lie. So it is what it is.
Would you pay 50 for it? Blake, would you pay 50 for it?
Me?
Yes, you're the one who's buying it day one. Would you pay 50?
Huh? Oh,
See?
you have
Yes,
to ask me.
Oh my
Yes,
god, he's
thank
thinking
Wow,
about
he's
it.
thinking
He's gonna
about it.
buy
Holy
it.
You
crap.
see what I mean? Pokemon fans will buy it.
He's gonna pay
Oh my
50.
God.
Oh my god.
Blake, don't forget.
Wow.
You know that
Blake.
one. You know that one clip of Patrick before SpongeBob opened up the candy bar. You better not.
Oh my gosh.
I might have been willing to pay 30 if it was like black and white too. I might have did that just to have it
Oh,
because
Black and white,
I like
that
black
might
and white.
that might yeah, that might be it. That might be it. Black and white might be the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. But yeah, a lot of people playing this one. Okay.
Yeah,
Then again, you
I
have
just
to
like
consider-
to see Nintendo, or rather Pokemon Company, continue to preserve these games and put them like up on the eShop along with like other entries like Ruby Sapphire. I know if this was Heart Gold Soul Silver, nobody's questioning anything. So
That's true.
When
Yeah,
you say
definitely.
preserve these games, they're not preserved actually. Preserve is when you again emulators. that's preservation. It's not games preservation if it's just on the eShop, and it's digital copy. Preservation would be like, oh, we've made a.
I
physical copy.
said preserve because there's still the chance that these will have all of the events with them.
Chance.
Yeah, that's a lot of copium. You think
I mean, the last release had them, so I don't see why these ones wouldn't.
Because it's Nintendo, Plague. That's why it wouldn't. Why do you trust this
But
company?
why
so
why
much?
would they do it once and then not again?
Nintendo would break into
I literally just answered
Blake's
the
house.
question. It's Nintendo.
I mean,
Nintendo would break
either
into
way,
Blake's house, take his
either way,
telly.
even if they did, it wouldn't change your mind. So I mean, it is what it is.
They could break into your house, Blake, take your telly, take everything, and you'd be like, well, they had a reason for it, It was.
They literally. Oh my god! Y'all see the article about Nintendo in that store?
No.
I didn't see it. What article is that?
Some store got robbed at gunpoint. I forgot where. And after the story went semi-viral, Nintendo contacted them. Was like, "Yeah, change your name because we don't want to be associated with you. We're gonna sue you.
Yeah.
Wild.
This company is not your friend, bro."
Mm.
It's like, watch your mouth. Change that name. We don't care. So, what the Pokemon and it being Nintendo, this week is also a Pokemon Presents. What do we think is gonna happen there? Do we think a remake is gonna happen? I think it's Gen 10 is the
Nope.
next
Gen
one.
10.
Gen 10? All right.
Gen 10's coming. It's a
That's
lock.
pretty much all but confirmed. It'd be more of a shock if it's not there.
You think they're gonna show off the three starters?
Yeah,
Do they show it immediately?
they
Hard to
do.
say.
Usually, yeah. Last few times, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe we'll definitely get Pikachu. We'll get a new Pikachu variant. We already know that easily.
For a starter, or you mean just in general?
In general, we'll get a new Pikachu, regional Pikachu.
I mean, Black is gonna be called Nikachu.
Oh my god!
Apparently, there's also leaks out for this, but I haven't looked, so I have no details about what this game is going to be like.
Oh, I haven't seen that either. Well, we'll see.
I
What
will
this
say it's the most
presents.
anxious I've been for a new Pokemon generation for the simple fact this is the longest you've ever had between generations. And this is also the big anniversary of the series, both as the 30th year and also the big 10 double digits.
You think this one? Do you think Pokemon Company and Nintendo will charge $80? No, $90 for the Gen 10.
90.
Why would they do that?
Why wouldn't they do
Why
that?
would you do that? Because you can.
If I was in charge of Nintendo, I'm like, yo, charge them $100. They still buy this shit. I don't even care.
They would. This is true. But it's just going to be 70.
$70 for two versions. That's
I said
crazy.
they can very easily charge whatever they want, but I don't think they necessarily like need the money at this point.
No,
Do you think
every
they do
company needs
because
the
they
money.
need the money? They don't ever need the money. It's about once you have shareholders, it is about how much can we get from these people? How much can we squeeze? That's basically because when you look at the news, when they talk about, oh, you know, they had a shareholder meeting and they told the shareholders this is happening and that's happening because the shareholders want more money. You know, if you say, oh, I'm sorry, we can't really send in new Pokemon and get you know, an extra 50 million for you guys this year each, then you know,
It's
what's the
hilarious
point?
y'all are saying this after we just talked about these overpriced ROMs.
So I'm saying ROMs should be free. I think
Alright.
after a certain amount of time, you know, because they've got like what's it called? There's this like digital preservation thing for like films and stuff like that. After a certain point, the films are free. You can just watch them online on free services or whatever have you. I think games should have that. After a certain amount of time, if it's been out for a certain amount of years, that game should be free, man.
Yeah,
Like,
public domain.
public domain. That's it. That's the one. It should be free in public domain. That's what we should have. All this,
All right.
you know, eShop and all that kind of crap. Bollocks.
All right. Let's move on. It was recently announced that Xenoblade Chronicles X will be getting its Switch 2 update, coming with
Yeah.
enhanced resolution and increased frame rate that the Switch 2 can provide.
It's out
Okay.
already.
So before we continue, Shadow, tell us how does it feel?
That's what I feel.
Has
Because
he played it?
you've already played it in that mode already, of course. So like, how is it?
Bro needs to buy a whole Switch 2 first.
I mean, technically, my PC might be able to run that right now, but I would be interested in getting it on Switch too. It might be time for me to make the leap. I don't want to buy a Switch 2 because I think I was telling you guys earlier in the week or last week that if I get one, it's literally just gonna collect dust until the next Xenoblade or next Fire Emblem comes out, and I probably wouldn't even open it. But for this, I might just open it up, download Xenoblade X. I believe if you already own it and it's on my Nintendo account, I guess you get the
Yeah, it
upgrade
is.
for like
$5
$10.
upgrade.
$5 upgrade. Okay, good,
Five.
good.
Yep.
$5 upgrade. Oh, that's not bad.
Here's the thing. Apparently, this port has issues and was maybe
What?
not done by Monolith Soft. We don't have confirmation on that. Yeah, so they're actually offering refunds for it, which
What?
you never see.
How did they mess this up so badly? Like, whoa. But
Supposedly, the issues are in handheld mode.
oh yeah, so it's like the power.
The
or
people I've
something?
seen that have been playing on the like TVs have no issues, but apparently handheld mode, there's some talks of muddy textures, and I think someone said even load times.
Ew. They say anything about frame rate?
Frame rate's still 60.
Okay, then
That's all he cares about.
Now I'm good. Then I'm good. But yeah, how much is a Switch 2 right now? Like 500?
Eh,
Like
For me, I would
$3
give
in
a
US.
I forgot off the top of my head.
$6.29 in Canadian.
6 points.
Jesus Christ.
good lord.
Yeah, it's $450.
Does
And
anybody
then the Mario Kart bundle was $500.
Does anybody want a Switch 1 OLED? I'll sell you mine for $200.
Bro, you missed every GameStop promo that they had that was pretty decent, bro. You missed all of them.
If you still have a 3DS, you can probably get even more than that now.
Really?
Well, a
Wow.
new 3DS.
New 3DS. Nah, I don't think I have a new 3DS. I think it's a regular one.
I
But-
have a new 3DS.
Yeah, my God. So is anybody going to be playing Xenoblade thanks to this update now? Blake, you going back?
I never finished it or experienced the new content, so I will be going back at some point. Probably April is when I'm intending to go back and finally finish it out. I understand the complaints about the patch. I've seen I watched a bunch of videos and there are lots of people talking about it, and to me, it sounds like it won't affect me necessarily because it's really noticeable. I guess if you stop and you zoom in, it's very noticeable. I guess, but I don't know. Xenoblade is such a chaotic game when you're playing it. I struggle to believe that I would even notice the textures, and if I'm in the heat of a battle, I don't think it's that jarring. I'm just here for the 60 frames boost because man, that is going to be absolutely beautiful on X.
See, finally, you understand my need, my want.
But Shadow, yeah, let's not get it twisted. I have always appreciated 60 FPS. I can just live without it.
I see. No, you can't do it. No 60 FPS, no life. That needs to be on the shirt.
Wow.
No, I'm putting that on the shirt. Hell yeah, let's put that
here
on
we
the
go.
shirt. Get some merch.
Marked.
Get some merch started. No 60 FPS, no life. Let's go.
You're gonna have to get a shirt that says, "Here's the thing, Roy." and then when you look at the back, it's literally a whole bunch of fucking jibber jabber. It's tiny text.
Jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber.
No, that's actually not that bad. It has a whole bunch of jibber jabber on it, and then it has our names highlighted at certain points. That's actually not a bad idea. I might have to look into that.
That would be cool.
All right. What else we have here? There's rumors of, I think there was a Nier live stream or something like that going on earlier, and then at the end of the live stream it said Nier to be continued. I think it was also accompanied by Nier finally sold 10 million copies. Nier Automata sold 10 million copies, I believe, or was it the Nier series as a whole? Can't remember. But apparently, sold 10 million copies, and a new Nier could be on the horizon. First off, I want to ask,
Be on the horizon.
does because I think it's Autonoma or Automata, whatever it's called. It's been 10 years almost 10 years since the release, and it's gotten 10 million sales. Is that good enough, do you guys think, for Square Enix, or is that just ridiculous? Because that could have been the reason why it's been so long since we haven't got a sequel to the game.
It's not good enough for these big AAA game developers publishers. It's never good enough. As long as there's shareholders involved, that's it. It's gonna be, they want more. It could sell 200 million. They'll still be like, well, we could have sold 400 million.
That's crazy. But I'm happy to see another Nier. Hopefully, I don't think they'll be crazy enough to go to a new protagonist. I think they'll put 2B back into it. It has to be.
I think so.
Somehow, some way, they gotta get 2B back. I think she's the face of the franchise at this point, whether people want to believe it or not. I think they'd be a little bit crazy not to have some type of 2B, not a cameo, but she's gotta play some type of major role.
They've got to. To be honest, they don't need to put 2B back. They just got to make sure that in the game there are cheeks. As long as there are lady cheeks in there, the game will sell. That's what people are here for. Why do you think that game sold so well? I knew people who don't even play JRPGs that played that game, though. It was like, wow, the cheeks. I'm just saying, the game would sell just for the cheeks alone. Just put some quality waifus, and people will play that game. That's
so
it.
100% without 2B, Nier would just be dead. No Nier.
100%.
That's crazy. What's crazy is there's more to Nier Automata than it is the 2B's cheeks. That's what's crazy. But
there definitely is more to the game. But again, it's sort of like when you look at an ad, if you're trying to sell someone, I don't know, Domino's or something.
Okay.
They'll put something in there to catch your eye. Why do you think they put like celebrities in ads and stuff? You'll see David Beckham in something, or LeBron James or whatever have you. They're the eye candy. They're the cheeks, they're there to get you to look at the ad, and then after that you end up buying the thing. So with regards to 2B being very splendiferous with them cheeks, I'm just saying that's the reason you get them in. And you know what the 2B stands for. So anyway, point is, 2 buns, man. 2 buns. Everyone knows this, Shadow. Come on, you should know this, Shadow. Come on, you should know this. The point is,
anyway,
you just gotta put good stuff in there.
New Nier could be on the horizon, which I think is also crazy. Is all the stuff that they did. I think they did maybe 1 or 2 phone games, gotcha games, and they both shut down or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah. I think a lot of gotcha games that Square Enix tries to back just doesn't work out too well for them. They really need to do something about that. That's a market that they want to capture so badly.
I think they need to call you Shadow. They gotta be like, look, Shadow, what game are you gonna spend all your
Nikkei.
We'll do it for you.
Oh, I you know what? Speaking of it, just because I brought it up, I had to cut myself off from Nikkei because it was just like there was one character that got recently released.
The same thing about Fate Grand Order a few
and I
years
had to, well, not cut myself off completely, but I gotta cut myself off for a while on Nikkei because there was one character I had to have, and I was just like, maybe it went a little bit too far trying to get this character, and let me stop with this game for at least.
How much did you spend, Shadow? How much did you spend?
It was over 100. It was over $100. I'll say that
So
much.
like a month's rent?
Ah, shit, chill. Hell no. I would never go that far.
If you get to that point, you've got a problem at that point.
Yeah, you got a problem at that point. That's just bad. But yeah, new Nier. Looking forward to whenever it's announced. Yoko Taro is out there on those X Twitter streets posting, so we'll hopefully have an announcement later on in the year. Let's move on here. Next we got I don't know how long ago to release Riku, but we got East Proud Nordics came out
on Friday, 2 days ago.
And I gotta be honest, looking into this, man, this has been the most spookiest release I have ever seen Falcom do, because people are not happy about this. I went on the Steam page, the reviews for it are mixed, and they do not like how this was put out. So if you don't know, East Proud Nordics is an enhanced version of East 10 that came out, I believe, a year and a half ago at this point. And it's got a whole bunch of
year
new
ago. No, it's
a year ago. So
no,
it's got like
no, you're right. You're a year and a half. Year and a half. You're correct.
Okay, year and a half ago. And it's got all this enhanced versions. It's got all this added stuff, and I believe a new ending boss, a true ending, if you will. And they're charging a full-blown $70 for this game. Not only that, if you already brought the game on Steam, you do get I think it's like a 30% off. 30% off if you want to buy this new version of the game. However, you have to wait until like March for that to go into effect. And that's only for Steam. Only for PC.
It's not enough, though. That's still not enough for that.
So
it's just not enough.
If you wanted to go to the PS5 and you had it on a PS5, maybe you didn't get to it, you brought it day one to support it, and you want to get this new one, you're not getting anything. You're going to have to pay a full force $70 for this game. And I was looking all over.
Icebreaker already did.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was looking all over the Steam page for it to get. I think there's a $60 version, but the only one you could buy is a $70 version right now. So it's like,
I hope it flops. I genuinely hope it flops.
So it's like, listen, man, I get Falcom, they're trying to get some money here. They're not the biggest company out there. And, even though I like Falcom and everything they do and I want to support them, it's like, I cannot condone this, man. I can't condone what you did here. And a lot of people aren't condoning this. They are really upset about it. They said the game is good overall. It's fine. But it's just the way this is releasing, how they did it, is just not the move. Riku, your thoughts?
Is it Falcom publishing this, or is it someone else?
I think it's
NIS,
yeah, it's NIS.
Then you can't blame Falcom for it. You got to blame NIS because they're the ones that are publishing it. They're the ones that came up.
No,
with
you kind of have to. You kind of have to blame Falcom for this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Also,
they are the ones that announced this game a couple of weeks after we got the vanilla. They're the ones that set the price. They are the ones that get the final say in regards to how this game comes out, not NAS. NAS just listening to what
I thought NAS as the publisher would be the one setting the price and setting up how they're going to do it, because they're the ones footing the bill to market this thing.
No, they still have to run it by Falcom to see if everything's good to go, and they're the ones that have to give it the okay. Which is funny. We'll be talking about another certain person that gave the okay on something that they probably shouldn't have in the future. But yeah, no, this is an L for Falcom, not NES. I don't blame NES for damn near any of this. This is a Falcom L.
And
But in regards to
game.
the game, I heard that the game is more than just fine. I heard it's really good, like great even. Some people are considering this the best Ease. If you haven't played the vanilla, they're saying that this is the best Ease game, all of them, both content and gameplay wise. And they said this the ending has like very interesting implications for the future of the series. Like I'm hearing, from the people I heard that played this game in its entirety, they are glowing about it. I think Noise the Pixel gave it a 10 out of 10. But
Jesus.
they've been weird on some of their takes as of late. If anyone has saw their Trails tier list, that one was weird. But I'm not sure if that's the same person who reviewed East 10 Proud Nordics. So there's that as well. But nonetheless, if it wasn't as pricey as it was, I probably would be playing it right now. But like I said, I'm going through a little gaming recovery, so regardless, I'm passing on it. We know how certain NAS and Falcom games um, uh, go at this point. They, especially in these humble bundle sales on Steam, these games go on sale. I wouldn't say pretty quickly, but relatively quickly, and the drops are pretty decent. I would say once this game goes on sale, it'll probably be a very big steal to grab it when it does. Uh, and I would say that would probably be the best time to pick up Proud Nords, because I agree. East 10 was a very fun game, best gameplay in the franchise. I think Shadow said also he was having a blast. The small
Yes, I
amount he did get
was.
to play of vanilla, so it's like regardless of all of the crazy stuff happening with this release, and it's sad that it had to happen to this one, the game is still, really good. So I would just say, wait for a sale. I mean, are they going to get the amount of money that they wanted to get? No, but will they get some money eventually when it does go on sale? Yes, and that's when I say would be a good time to pick it up whenever it does go on sale. And if it doesn't, if it hopefully goes on sale around the time where there isn't another game that you are looking forward to, I would say pick it up then. But I can't, in good faith, tell someone to go and pick up the $70 version of Ease 10 Proud Nordics, especially if you've already played the vanilla. That's my take.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get it sometime down in the line. I might get it on March 6th. I believe that's the time you can purchase it on Steam for less if you already bought the copy. I might. I'm not sure, but if anything, yeah, it's kind of looking like a sale type. Spring Steam sale, summer Steam sale, winter, Black Friday. Unfortunately, Falcon, you kind of shot yourself in the foot with this one. I hope this game made the money back that it needs, or made Falcon a decent amount of money, but we'll see. All
It
right.
looks cool, and I mean, I'd like to play it, but I don't know if I should skip the other ones beforehand.
Okay, so there was a recent tweet, maybe maybe a week and a half ago, that happened, and it was revealed that most young gamers in Japan do not have a real connection with Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, which kind of surprised me in a way because it makes sense because of the dev cycles of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest these days. Like Dragon Quest has been coming out with a good amount of entries only because they're remakes for the most part at this point. And then you got 7 Reimagined that just came out. But and we're still waiting for information on, the next mainline Dragon Quest 12. I think that was in 2021 that was announced. Still haven't gotten anything on that one. So and then Final Fantasy, we know how long Final Fantasy has been taking to come out since at least Final Fantasy 13. It's been like years when they're announced, and then years later, then 15 was almost 10 years, probably 8 years. I'm not sure. I will say 16 was a pretty good wait from announcement to release. But it is very interesting that a lot of young Japanese gamers just aren't building that connection. They don't have that attachment like we did back in the day. We got a whole bunch of Final Fantasy. I think like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think they came out like within like year after year, I think.
Yeah, we were getting 3 Final Fantasies per generation. That was the average back in the day.
Yeah. And it's insane
And these
how
are mainline Final Fantasies, not spin-offs, which we would get those
Right.
too.
Yeah, we would. Yeah. I remember we get like Crystal Chronicles or something like that, Crystal Bearers or something like
Tactics
that.
on the side,
Dirge of
Crisis Core.
Cerberus.
and then the games that were not supposed to be Final Fantasy also called Final Fantasy, like Legends and shit.
Mm. So do we?
Yeah, it's just different times.
So is this like Square Enix's fault? Because it's just like they take forever and they can't build that young attachment for gamers. And then if you don't build that attachment, well, what's gonna happen when your next Final Fantasy comes out? It's not gonna do,
Square
especially for
and the
Square Enix.
bigger
It's a yes and a no.
industry as a whole.
It's a yes.
Because
and a no.
this isn't just a Square issue. This is an
Yeah.
industry-wide issue.
Because of the long dev
Yeah.
cycles for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, a lot of companies not really caring about reusing assets, starting from the ground up, wanting to make their next game bigger than the last game, and that snowball effect over time, generation, inflation, and all this other stuff will turn companies into what they are now. Like, look at Rockstar. They still living off of GTA 5, and financially speaking, as they should. But
yeah, I feel like
mean,
Rockstar is an exception.
nonetheless. No, I'm just talking about like companies taking longer, regardless of who they are. Companies take like outside of Falcom, like companies really, you really shouldn't expect a company to just be throwing out multiple games per generation. Unfortunately, it sounds like we're asking for too much, but I mean, it is what it is. We live in this is the gaming industry we live in now. Like you get one
Yeah.
really good installment, if not nothing, per generation.
Yeah, that
And
is true.
yeah, like what was the last time we heard about Dragon Quest 12 again?
I think it was 2021.
When it was announced.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one.
Haven't gotten a single thing. Not a character design, not a concept art, not a fuck you, nothing. So
I mean, I think another thing is obviously it's not like these kids can't go and just binge through all of the Final Fantasies out right now. Outside of Final Fantasy 13, you could play basically all of the mainline numbered Final Fantasy games on your preferred choice of platform. So the kids of today, they can play more Final Fantasy games than we could during the times of them coming out, right? They have them all at their fingertips. The real question is, do they want to, or do they want to play whatever the new hip game coming out right now is? And
the main issue with that, Riku, is that kids are inclined to just, as you said, play new things. If something is old and if they have experience in it, like I'll give you a perfect example, Persona. You know how a lot of people, arguably most people, jumped on Persona with Persona 5. So many people never went back to play Personas 1 through 4 until like the remakes of 3 and 4 came out, even though they had that access to. For some reason, people, they only play new stuff, even if it's something that they're interested in and there's more of it they can get. They just don't want to do it. I've seen this a lot with younger people. It's just a weird thing to me, and I don't know why they do it, but if it's old, if they have access to it, they won't touch it.
I think if I was younger, like if I was in my teens, I probably feel the same way. I probably like I don't want to go back to that old ass game unless I really really liked it and I couldn't get enough of it. It would be a very rare exception that I go back and play Final Fantasy 6 or Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 8. If I was in my teens, I was just wanting to play new games.
That's what I was transitioning into talking about. Yeah, it's definitely a mindset that a young gamer has where they want to play the new stuff, the new hip thing that is coming out in comparison to playing something that is old. I wouldn't be surprised if a decent amount of us here were probably like that around I would say the PS2 era. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of us were like, yeah, I want to play the new thing. I don't want to play a PS1 game when I have a PS2, or majority of us were like that, where it's like, yeah, they want to play the new stuff. It wasn't until you had a decent amount of games under your belt where you're like, okay, I kind of care about the classics now. I want to see where all of this began and all of this stuff, and then they start to dig around with like the old stuff, if you even had uh the ability to access those old stuff, because back in the day we didn't. Uh, uh we
I
don't
think it
we
comes
didn't
down to
have
accessibility too, as well,
we
though,
didn't
because
yeah we didn't have like I said, the accessibility to the old stuff back in the day. There wasn't no internet, there wasn't no PlayStation Network or Steam to just like dig around and play all of that old stuff. So to some degree, back in the day when we didn't really even have an option to play the old stuff, if we did want to. We were
Mhm.
It was the new stuff or the stuff that you could find in GameStop. That was our options. But the kids of today, even though they do have, that saying, oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff to you have 1,000 channels but nothing to watch. When you have too many
Hmm.
options, you kind of
Yeah,
don't choose anything.
that's literally
And
what
I
I
feel
was
like
what I
there's
was about to say. It's like I look at my kids; they've got access to every game possible, and they don't play as many games,
yeah, when you have more.
Whereas
Mhm.
when I was younger, I probably like in our day, I probably had 3 or 4 games for a long period of time before I got another game, and I played those games fully. I was like, because that's all I had. So I think for
Yeah,
these
no,
younger
it's definitely
generations,
it's
yeah,
yeah. I think that's definitely an aspect to take into consideration when it comes to their mindset and how they look at some of these franchises. Yeah, they're not attached to Final Fantasy because of one, like what you guys said, they're not a new thing coming out. But two, even though they have more Final Fantasy, whether you are a new gamer or old gamer, currently right now you have more Final Fantasy to play more than any time ever in history, and yet people don't really care to like go through them. Especially just a couple years ago, we had the Pixel remasters 1 through 6. Man, I would have killed it to have that back when I was going through it. You know, and these kids, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it
He's like, they
does.
Maybe they
disgust
will.
me.
Maybe they will in
They
the future, but they don't
disgust
give a
me.
fuck, man. They don't give a fuck.
That is true.
It is what it is.
All right.
Another thing to add to that as well, as a parent of gamers who like young gamers, they do care about graphics. Like when they see a game, it's like, oh, that game looks old, Dad. I don't like that one. Whereas like I'm like when you see certain games, like some games that have like
Do your kids
classic style.
would your kids consider Fire Red old?
Yeah, they're straight up. My youngest wouldn't
I
care
think so.
because
I
he's
would
he's,
assume they
he's
would.
addicted to Pokemon right now. But my oldest wouldn't. He wouldn't touch that. He wouldn't touch that with a. He wouldn't touch it. He's. I think the only thing he'd probably make an exception. It has to be something he's really into. Like for example, he likes Warhammer now, so he plays all the old Warhammer stuff. But it's only because he's really into Warhammer at this point in time. But if it wasn't something that he's super into, he's not gonna touch it. I've tried to get him into playing some older games, and he's just like, I don't really like it. Don't like the look of it. It's not for me. So
Yeah, I think
yeah,
we would be the same way if we were kids. If we were like in our teenage years, we would probably be the same way. Hell, we'd
yeah.
probably be hopelessly addicted to
We.
Fortnite.
We.
Yes, you would too, Bao. You would
No,
probably
I
be
would
there
not.
too.
I was playing
Uh,
Atari games in the PS2 era. Fuck you mean we?
I
You
think
gotta remember,
you would still
Bao.
be it. You'd be like, oh no, I don't feel like playing that. You were playing
You gotta
Atari.
remember,
What
Bao was
Atari game were
born
you playing?
50. He was born
It was
50.
one of those
Shadow.
little things where you buy the stick itself and the games are in it. You just attach it to your TV. Have fun
I can
playing that
play.
with friends.
Oh, I know that.
All
Did
right.
you buy it yourself, or did your parents buy it for you?
Parents bought it for me.
Yeah,
Did you ask for it, or did they just get it for you? Did they just say, Bao, this is for you?
I asked for it.
Seriously? Yeah, brilliant.
I've always just been passionate about gaming. Doesn't matter the era.
All
When
right.
Bao says back in my day, he means it.
He made it
Yep.
back in his day. Oh, we're all the same age. All
Also, I
right.
don't think that argument even applies just to younger people because I know it's older couple in their like I think 40s, early 40s. They recently got into Pokemon, but they refuse to touch anything before like the 3DS era because like
Oh,
it's
shit.
2D and ugly.
My girlfriend's like that. She's a pixel racist.
What?
So
Hey, yo.
racist.
I'll be going against my
See,
pixels.
and
I love Pixar.
the thing that pisses me off the most about it is she'll go play shit like Cattails, which is just cats in Stardew Valley, and she'd be like, "Yeah, she's so much fun," and I'll be like, "Oh, look at Black and White 2," and she'd be like, "Yeah, it looks pretty ugly." I'm like, "Yeah, fucking, you're pretty ugly." Anyway,
Oh my god. All right.
Such a healthy relationship. Love it.
All right. Let's go on to the two big news about gaming that happened this week. Very big news. I can't believe this has happened. This happened in the same week. These two things happened in the same week. Insane. So, first point, Bluepoint Games shut down.
Yeah,
They
bollocks.
were known for, I believe, their remakes and their remasters. They did the Demon Souls remake, which was received very well. But recently, Sony was like, you know what? We're doing some restructuring. We're thinking about it. They've brought up so many classic
lay
collections.
down,
and
we're gonna
whatnot.
kill you.
And they said, nah, son, you're out of here. So they shut down Bluepoint Games.
You know what's the worst part though? Before they shut them down, they had them working on a live service game. So it was like, let you work on some nonsense, and then yeah, you gotta go now. It's like,
yeah, it kind of sucks like they were, because like they're not known for live service games. They're known for remakes,
Nope.
remasters, and whatnot. But Sony probably pitched to them like, listen, you're not gonna get this, you're not gonna get that. What about you come to us with something that we're actually going to be excited about, you know, from a company standpoint? And they know they like live service games, and they was like, all right, let's do a what was it, God of War live service
yeah,
game
it was
that they
God
were
of
working
War.
on.
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, with all the live service games failing, like Concord and High Guard, they probably looked at it and was like, there's no way we can do this. I just don't understand why Sony would want them to be. I get why Sony wants the live service push. They want it because they want that pretty much reoccurring revenue for a whole lot of games. And I think every live service has failed for the most part for Sony since they went on this venture, except for Helldivers 2. I think, and even that had some problems, and they didn't even expect Helldivers 2 to do all that well, which shows how much they actually know. But why? In what world would putting Bluepoint on a, I don't know, Dark Souls remaster or remake, or even better yet, Bloodborne remake, Bloodborne 2, wouldn't make them a whole bunch of money as if it was a live service game? Like, if Bloodborne 2 came out, like, do you guys think it wouldn't be as big as when Elden Ring dropped?
It would be big.
That
Yeah,
one
I
I
don't
can
think
see
it would-
going either way. Just
I don't
because it's
think it
from
would be as big
software
as
and people
Elden
adore
Ring,
it like that.
but it would definitely be big enough to warrant its existence.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would. I think it would sell. It would definitely sell a lot. But why would you not put them on that instead? Like, what is the issue with not getting a Bloodborne remake or remaster at this particular point? It's nothing but a net gain. I don't think they would lose money from it at all. But you know, a lot of things have been failing on Sony's end. Anybody got any thoughts on this?
Feels like we have always seen like the smoke of Xbox, and we're like, yeah, Xbox is like, you know, sinking ship, this and that. But like, we've always looked at, let me like, you know, Sony's been doing decent enough. But I mean, at this point, it's like, are they doing decent enough? Like, their output for games has like slowed down to a crawl. It's like, I don't know. Sony's in a very weird position right now.
Your question. I'll answer your question, Blake. Are they doing decent enough?
Oh god,
From a
Riku, go.
financial, yes, from a financial standpoint, unfortunately, when they look at how much money revenue they're making off of PlayStation Plus and off of games like Apex, Fortnite, and Overwatch year over year, unfortunately, from a revenue standpoint, they are making more money than they've ever had before. And I think since that is the case, they make these dumbass decisions that we see here today, because they're making so much money on the back end off of these all from this passive income, that they aren't under such pressure to make good decisions. When it comes to Bluepoint, As far as I heard from extensive research, Bluepoint apparently were the ones that came to Sony when it came to this God of War games as a service proposal. It wasn't Sony that told them to go on it, which
Where did you get your news from?
I have my resources. Okay, I can look these. But as far as I heard, it was Bluepoint who was the ones that proposed it, not Sony. But even if that is true, it is still Sony and Herman Hulst, that motherfucker. They are still the ones that have the final say at the end of the day, whether or not they should or shouldn't approve certain things. They are the ones that bought Bluepoint at the end of the day. And they knew why they bought Bluepoint. We are in the era of remakes. Every fucking day you hear about a new fucking remake being made. If there was any company at the very top of executing remakes, it was Bluepoint. Okay? So the fact that you have Bluepoint, arguably the best remake studio out there, and you see that Bluepoint came to you and said, "Hey, we have this we know you guys are working on these games as a service and we have this God of War games as a service." What Sony should have told those motherfuckers is two things. They either should have told them, "You can work on this games as a service thing, but if it fails, we need you guys to do what we bought you guys to do." Or they could have said, "No, we bought you guys to make remakes. How about you give us at least a couple remakes, maybe a Jack and Daxter remake, a Ratchet remake, and a Sly remake, and then you can work on this games as a service." You could have either told them one of those two things before you did what you did. But instead they said, "No, yeah, go ahead and make this God of War games as a service." And then it fucking failed. And then you decided to cancel them. Instead of telling them, "See, look, what you wanted to do failed. So now do what we bought you to do. Go and make that fucking remake." You said, "Yeah, your games as a service failed. Get the fuck out." What are you doing, Herman Hulse? You motherfucker! What are you doing? And that's my fucking issue. Like I said, regardless if Bluepoint were the ones to propose the games as a service or not, at the end of the day, just like like I said with Falcom and NAS, PlayStation and Herman Hulse were the ones that had to give the approval and okay for that to go through. And then when it didn't go through, they also went ahead and made the approval of canceling these motherfuckers. Now I've heard that some of the people who worked at Bluepoint are still at Sony, and it's just the name and the studio over at Bluepoint that got shut down. Apparently, it has something to do with the fact that Bluepoint is based in Texas, and their studio in Texas is apparently very pricey to keep up in comparison to a company that like Media Molecule, which Media Molecule ain't made a fucking game since what, Little Big Planet 2 or some shit, or no, Dreams back in like 2000 and whoever the fuck knows when, right? But those motherfuckers are still around. But apparently those guys, they're based in the UK over there with Q, and apparently they're very cheap to keep around, so they can stay. But people like Bluepoint over in Texas, apparently they're very expensive, so they gotta go. But like I said, I heard some of the people over there at Bluepoint are at PlayStation. They're just not a Bluepoint, so they're probably working with other companies and doing other stuff. So if that's the case, then I guess maybe we'll see some remakes in the future. It just won't be under the Bluepoint name. Who the fuck knows? All I know is basically what Blake said. Sony is still looking fucking spooky as shit, but unfortunately, they're still making a shit ton of money. So like, we're just gonna have to suffer.
Yeah, they if Bluepoint came to them and said, "Oh, we can do a live service," they was just like, "Great, go ahead." Probably didn't even care what they did in the past. Like, you want to make a live service? Make us money. Make me money. That's all. Yeah.
Fucking L decision.
But that's an interesting thing about maybe their the place that Bluepoint was at in Texas. It was too expensive to keep them up, so they probably said, if we dissolve the studio, we could probably do something like a tax write-off and report bigger numbers or some shit.
See, everybody, I mean, I think probably in the last maybe even like the last decade, more people have been like, oh, this company should buy this company. Like, what was it? People were pushing Microsoft to buy Sega. Like, people were like, oh, but buy this, buy this. But bro, I'm so against acquisitions at this point in life because it's very clear that companies cannot handle like being overarching companies. Like, there's if Bluepoint had remained third party, and not be bought out by Sony, then they wouldn't be in this position. But also, like all the stuff that Xbox did, like bought all of these studios and then shut down these studios. Like, I don't want acquisitions anymore. I just want companies to stay autonomous because it's good for the genre. It's good for gaming.
Yeah, look at Insomnia got acquired, and we haven't seen a fucking Ratchet and Clank game since Rift Apart. And then they said they were working on one that would take until 2029. And then when they got leaked, we don't even know if that shit's happening anymore. And now they're over there being the Marvel Studios company, motherfucker.
Yep. Once you go from being on your own to being bought out by somebody, you do not say what you do anymore.
Yeah, this guy sucks. I hope it's like Riku said, like the developers are spread throughout Sony at this point. They're still with them, and maybe the world can see that Bloodborne remaster, but or remake or sequel. But we'll see. Those definitely like people definitely hated this. People said this made no sense whatsoever. But
I think this is probably like the biggest closure we've had in the gaming industry in a while. Because I mean, the people who made Hi-Fi Rush, like that sucked because Microsoft bought them up and then closed them immediately. Like, why would you do that? Toys for Bob stung, but then I think they came back and they're autonomous now. So I think Toys for Bob is okay. It's just this hurts. Like everything Bluepoint has made, like they have a perfect track record for the most part. They have not made anything bad. Like this is such
haven't.
a
And
like this
like
is.
I said, they could have all they had, it was an easy ass layup. You have Bluepoint. All you had to, and you want to talk about PlayStation Plus Premium, and their classic games on there, and what games could we put on Premium to give it more of a value, because this shit costs what, like $120 a year? Like, what the fuck? So like, it's like when you sit down and think about like what games could you put on this classic catalog to like even try to warrant that $120 a year. And they have their emulation team working on the rewind and trophies editions of certain games. Like, we're still waiting on fucking Jack 2, Blake. But it's like,
Yes, sir.
in the meantime, what can they put up there? That entire time you got Bluepoint working on this games as a service, you could have had them working. Bluepoint would have easily farted out a Jack and Daxter trilogy remake. They could have easily farted out a Ratchet and Clank remake, a trilogy. Same thing with Sly. Same thing Resistance. Same thing with Killzone. Same thing with Siphon Filter. Like, Legend of Dragon remake was right there. Like, all of these games would have been very easy and quick for Bluepoint to just remake and throw out there. It would have been easy for them. You could have thrown all of them on the classics section, maybe like a year after they came out, and given that service even more of a reason to pay $120 for it, which I digress.
And the thing is too, it's like, sure, this God of War game, they canceled it. It probably would have been a flop. That's fine. You can't tell me that like the assets they used couldn't have been reused to make a different game or like a different God of War game. Like, sure, cancel the live service part of it, but turn it into something else. Just make it like a single player game, or try to salvage something about it. Like, try to launch it as a complete game. But no, they didn't see any value in that. They just killed it outright.
Well, I mean, you never know. I mean, there are a few new God of War games coming out, so maybe they are going to reuse it for something.
That make us think even more. Yeah, thanks for the assets. Kill yourself. Bye.
Kill yourself. All right. Okay, so yeah, Bluepoint shutting down sucks. Let's go on to the next big piece of news. Big Daddy Phil Spencer has stepped down from his position at Xbox, and Sarah Bond as well, who I kind of feel a little bit sorry for, because I felt like she was just put out there to get hit, to take the brunt of gamers' angry bitching, I guess you could say. They have left. They have stepped down. I don't think they've retired. They just stepped down for the most part. and we have a new CEO of Microsoft. I don't know her name, but she has mostly a background in AI. Good
Okay,
old
It's
AI.
over.
so it's over. It was already over, but it's now.
And I also do believe that Matt Booty has been put into a more prominent position, which I don't get. I don't know what he does. 'Cause I feel like he does nothing, but he gets promotions. I don't know how that works. But
The
yeah,
dude is failing upwards.
yeah,
That's what
failing
everyone
upwards. That's
is
the best
doing.
word for it. Well, yeah, this is the end of Xbox as we know it. What's crazy is Xbox has been doing pretty abysmal as of late for like the last couple of years, last 2 or 3 generations even. Xbox has been pretty bad, and now Phil Spencer is out, and Phil Spencer supposedly was a gamer, supposedly, and he couldn't make it work, and now we have this complete non-gamer, uh, female lead, which I got no problem with her being the new head, but it is what it is. She's an AI, so we can tell what her priority is, and probably Microsoft was like, "Oh, she's an AI, yeah, put her in the Xbox camp so we can make more AI stuff going on." Because as you guys know, Microsoft is just all in on AI completely. Like Copilot has taken over everything for the most part.
Based eye, as the kids say.
Yeah. So, is this
Don't
the
think
end
the
of?
kids are saying that.
So, is this the end of Xbox as we know it? Is it Jover for Xbox?
I think Xbox was over once they started to focus on everything's an Xbox. I think that was it where they were
Agreed.
like they were gone. Because
I
at the end of the day, them being like a game a game platform hold and all that kind of stuff is not really relevant these days. It just with Game Pass and Xbox and everything, it just they're dead. They're dead studio. I mean, if they had actually used Game Pass the way they had originally made it out to be, where it was going to be this thing where, every new Xbox game you can get it on there at a reasonable price, and you could play a few other games on there, and it was, it was back in the day the best deal in gaming, then it'd be fine. But over time, Game Pass is ridiculously expensive. That's number one. Number two, you can play any Xbox on anything, because everything is an Xbox, so you don't even need to have an Xbox. And Microsoft aren't really creating games. They're not publishing anything these days. Most of what they publish are either live services or it's trash. So, yeah, Xbox is pretty much dead as far as I'm concerned. Maybe they'll come back as a publisher. They'll reincarnate or something, of a live service publisher or something. But for now, I have no faith in Xbox. To be honest, I have no faith in any of the big three. The only faith I have in is in Steam. That's where we're at. Steam is the only one we have faith in for now. We have to stay for now because you never know. Things could change.
All right.
I'm surprised you say that, Q, since Steam has been cracking down on non-safe for work games, which we know you like.
Hey, you don't know what I like.
It's crazy. But I feel like Xbox, I don't think they will ever announce their death or get out of the console space, quote unquote. I think they're going to circumvent it by saying, "Oh, the next Xbox is an all digital. It's just a Fire Stick you plug into your TV. That's my Xbox." Or guys, the next Halo is launching on the PlayStation 6. That's an Xbox. Guys, brand new Gears of War. It's going to be on that Nintendo Switch 2. That's also an Xbox. Like, they're just going to claim everything as an Xbox and keep it rolling.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Like, I don't think any company is gonna openly say, "Oh, we lost the war and we're done manufacturing Xbox." No, they're just gonna. This is how a company that is going third party or just getting out the console race. This is how they operate. I don't think we've ever seen it. I mean, maybe with Sega Saturn, maybe Dreamcast.
Yeah,
maybe.
Sega. Yeah, they openly were like, "Yeah, we can't do this anymore," which sucks.
Yeah, so I think with the way the world goes, if they were ever to do that, they would probably be hit with lawsuits or something like that. So they just have to slowly pivot without actually saying what they're doing. But this is a major change for Xbox, and I think it's the end of gaming as we know it. They're definitely going to go in a different direction when it comes to Xbox. They're definitely not going to be gamer centric because I don't know what this new what this new CEO can do, because a lot of things are already in development at this point. We can't give her credit for what the next Gears of War game, which Gears of War is coming to PlayStation, so who cares about that? Can't really give her credit for Fable. Fable's been in development for God knows how long, and it's probably finally coming out this year. So I don't know what she's gonna do. She claims that she wants to.
The thing is, Xbox still owns so many studios. Xbox owns Minecraft, so like along with that and Bethesda, it's like I don't. They're still going to be putting Xbox Studios on these games that are not made by Xbox Studios. So it's like I don't know. For me personally, if Xbox Studios continues to make games, like if they make us another Halo, if they make, I don't know, if after Gears of War E-Day, if they give us another Gears of War after that, if Fable continues, I don't know. I'd be fine because then I get to play these games on other consoles. I don't know how much faith Microsoft has in this, but at the same time, I feel like consoles and gaming for Microsoft and Xbox has always been like a hobby because Microsoft doesn't need the money because they have Windows. So it's like Xbox is just something that they do on the side.
And to jump off that point, Blake, I do think it is very sad that the current state of gaming is currently where it's at least when it comes to for PlayStation and Xbox, because of the fact that back in the day when a company was having a very successful generation and they would get cocky enough to feel like they can pull some bullshit in the next generation, when the gamers and the money showcases that what you did was wrong, the quickest thing that they would do when they showcase that they're taking a giant financial hit because of their stupid decision is to treat the gamers right and do the fucking right thing. That's how it's been, since the
The
beginning
balance
of
of power.
gaming,
Yep.
right? But since we live in a gaming era where that passive income due to subscriptions and live service or owning stuff like Minecraft that just gives them such ridiculous amount of money on the back end, when they make these stupid, cocky, retarded decisions, they don't see the financial repercussions overall to decide to do better. So now we're stuck in this weird state for both PlayStation and Xbox where they don't see the repercussions of their errors. So instead of them doing right by us, they're just going to continue to do wrong. And who knows how long that is going to continue until they see, their finances take a hit. Who knows how long that's going to happen? Because like I said, I don't know what Xbox's numbers are looking like, but PlayStation is making more money than they've ever had before. That fucking sucks because this is the worst generation for PlayStation ever.
I heard that this was the
Think
best
all-
generation of gaming ever.
Who
Supposedly.
the fuck told you that?
I think they're all making money. I think PlayStation is making money. I think Xbox is making money, and that's why they're going to continue doing what they're doing. Because a good example is EA. With EA they basically bought up a monopoly on all sports games that you can, like all the most major sports. Your NFLs, your football, your golf, whatever have you. And what they've done after having that monopoly is release those games year on year, broken or missing features, or release the same thing with barely any changes, and they've still made money off of it. People have still bought it, and those games have sold in large amounts, and they felt no reason to change. Whenever another developer or whatever comes into the space and then makes a game that's similar enough to take the attention of some of their player base, all of a sudden they can make some changes that people have been asking for years. So it being like that with regards to Xbox and PlayStation and all this sort of stuff, they're gonna continue because they're still making money. Because like Pokemon, that has been meandering for years. The Pokemon company still makes money, so they don't give a crap. They'll just keep doing what they're doing because people still keep buying Pokemon. It's the same with Microsoft, Sony, whatever. They're gonna keep doing their live service stuff because again, most of their money do come from subscription. It doesn't come from game sales anymore. It's mostly you subscribe to something and your Xbox Game Pass or your PlayStation Plus or whatever have you. and that's where they make most of their money, and that's what their focus is on. Let's get more people on a subscription, and then raise the price of that subscription gradually to see how far they're willing to pay, and then keep it there. That's basically it.
And you guys wonder why I say gaming is just not for me anymore.
Except for the Falcom games, I guess.
Here, that's an exception, not the rule.
If Falcom started a subscription, Riku, would you be subscribed?
I don't know. I mean, like we just discussed earlier, Falcom doing some weird stuff themselves. So hopefully they learn from. I did read an interview that they said that they learned from this lesson. So we'll see if that is the case in their actions moving forward. But apparently they said they learned their lesson when it came to how they handled Proud Nordics. So we'll see.
If they've learned from the lesson, then the price should drop then. Shouldn't they put it on a lower price, change the price? It's not too late. Game's not out yet. You can drop the price.
Who knows what they're going to do? We'll see. Only time will tell.
All right, it's the end of gaming as we know it. PlayStation is moving weird, shutting down their best studios. Xbox CEO Philly Boy Spencer is getting replaced by Matt Booty. And I forgot the other girl's name. But Sarah Bond is put out. It's the end of Xbox as we know it, people. All right. And that is all the topics that I had for this evening. I think we're about ready to get up out of here. I think we saw that a couple of hours ago that Xenoverse 3, Xenoverse 3 got leaked. And it's that Age 1000 game, I think. So it's crazy how Xenoverse is still going on. I can't believe that people still love it.
Xenoverse, Riku's favorite Dragon Ball game.
Damn straight. And I say it with my chest.
Why not? Well, what's the difference between Xenoverse and Spark and Zero?
It's two different games.
Like, why isn't it? Well, why is it Riku's favorite rather than, why is
Isn't it
probably because the gameplay,
isn't it?
The gameplay
Isn't it
for me,
like
the
an
game
MMO kind of thing?
Light, very light MMO. It's more akin to, I don't want to say Monster Hunter, but it's a co-op. It's a co-op game with a semi-competent competitive as well. No, I just like it. I just prefer its gameplay more because it's more akin to a Dynasty Warriors type of attack string, heavy, light, heavy attacks instead of whatever Sparking Zero is doing. That's all.
It's got just the same bunch of characters, so preferences for people. They like what they like. Dragon Ball will never die. That's one freaking anime that just won't die. It will outlast all of us. Our kids will be talking about Dragon Ball. It's going Super Saiyan.
Yeah. I feel like Dragon Ball, in comparison to other manga, is similar to how certain comic book IPs like Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman will always be here. Always be an iteration of Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman. I feel like Dragon Ball is the closest thing the manga industry has to that. Something that just feels immortal and will always be here. We'll see how One Piece does once One Piece ends, because we don't know if One Piece will be on that same energy too once it's over.
It will be. Don't worry about it.
It most likely will be. But yeah, Dragon Ball has proven, even though it's been over a long time ago, it's still here.
Still here, still going strong. Unbelievable. Still coming out with games that people are excited for, that people will buy, people will play. And then after about a couple of weeks, the hype will die down for it. And they'll be like, why were we so hyped for this game? I'll never forget that for Sparking Zero. Jesus. All right. That's all the topics we got. Appreciate you guys for being with us. Let's get to these outros. I am getting a little bit hungry, not going to lie. Go ahead, Blake.
It has been that time. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Chat, I'm going to be live this coming Friday on the Twitch page playing that Resident Evil 9.
For how long? 8 hours? 10 hours?
I am off the day, so you know what? We might just fuck around and stream the whole game. It's 14 hours. See, the thing with my long streams is that you can't really long stream a Resident Evil game because you'll just beat it. The only exception being 4 Remake. 4 Remake was long as hell. But the average Resident Evil game, I think it took me maybe 7 hours to get through 8 the first time. Resident Evil games usually aren't that long. Because I could be wrong on that. Actually, it might have been closer to maybe 10 on our first playthrough. But either way, we're going to be playing a lot of it on that day. Maybe even on the Saturday as well. But come through that. And I'll be streaming the Pokemon Presents as well, reacting to Gen 10. And I might even see if I can convince my mother to join me for the stream. So we will, we shall see that.
All right. We got a super chat.
Got a super chat from Shatterglass23.
What up, Shatterglass?
If MS Games Division was their bread and butter, a better bounce back would have happened, much like Nintendo, Sony, Wii U, PS3. When those divisions are your main success, come out swinging because you're hungry.
Well, that's just the last part. They're not hungry. They hungry for reoccurring profits. That's all they want. That's all. That's all. They want to see, like you said, they want to see number on graph go bigger. That's all they want. They don't care about nothing else.
Passive income, man. Want their passive income.
Yep, passive income as well. That's all they freaking want. They want to do no work and get all the money. So, I mean, that's a dream, honestly. Let's be honest. If you told me I had to do any work and every month you just pay me $6,000, I'd be like, all right, cool. Well, I'm not gonna be hungry. I'm not gonna want to do anything.
I understand. I understand the notion. Like you said, I think all of us would love that. But at the end of the day, that's hurting the gaming industry for us. So
yeah,
businessmen. These businessmen are businessing. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, it even goes outside of gaming. Like when you go to sports and you see some of these promising prospects like rookies, but they already got like lifelong wealth. It's like, why would they even try to get better? You already gave them all the money they could ever want. So it is what it is. I'm hoping we bounce back, but yeah, they gotta be hungry.
Like it's got to get a whole lot worse before it gets better. Unfortunately,
a whole lot worse. People were saying that a video game crash might be coming, or already has. Who knows? Maybe GTA 6 will be the catalyst.
Possibly.
All right. Q.
I'm here. What are we?
Outro.
We're wrapping up.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah, we're wrapping up. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. Anyway,
What?
yeah, we're here for them waifus as per usual. I think, gaming is dead to a certain extent. We've been talking about this whole episode, but that being said, there's still a lot of great games coming out from indie studios and third parties and all that kind of stuff. I think it's just about looking for it. I keep finding games that are sort of gems that I find pop up on my Steam sort of suggestions and stuff. I'm like, bloody hell, I didn't know about this game, but it's kind of interesting. Or sometimes I see a video, like a top 10 video someone puts on YouTube, and I'm like, bloody hell, didn't think about this game. That's actually pretty interesting. So, gaming is dead as far as we let it. If we're still thinking about AAA and all these big studios, it's dead. If we're thinking about, just looking around, we'll find good stuff. And a lot of those good stuff have really nice waifus in it, which is pretty cool. So with that, thank you very much for popping in for this episode. It was amazing as usual. And catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
All right. Bow.
Thank y'all for coming out. We'll see you next time.
All righty. All right, guys. And I might do a live stream for the Pokemon Presents just to see what's going on. Actually, depending on what time it is, I might be working, so I probably can't do it.
It is 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, I'll probably be working at that time. There's no way. But we'll see. Maybe I can get out earlier or just be like I'm off my desk for a little bit. But yeah, guys, look forward to more videos coming soon. And we'll be back next month in March for another episode of the podcast. Thanks everybody for coming out. And we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out, people.